Hello, visionary friends, family. How are you today? Having a little trouble. I'm outside and it's bright, so I'm not sure if I was in the background or if I'm filming the sidewalk. Anyway, I'm going to talk about um, coachable, and I think coachable is a great distinction for us, especially as visionaries, because we've all been through some situations. We struggled for years. We didn't know what was going on. And then finally, we got a coach, or we met a counselor, or we were led to get help from outside. But then sometimes we don't. Sometimes we go through life not knowing that we should have a coach. And it's only in this age now that everybody kind of knows what a coach is and knows how important a coach is in this particular time that we're in. So coachable is a eye opener. I see it as a way of house cleaning, spiritual house cleaning, and personal house cleaning within your self, your mind, your me, myself, and I. It brings closeness of your inner self as your focus to better yourself from the inside out, coming from love. And I see it as a openness that you are opening yourself up to be more vulnerable. You're not so concerned about what somebody thinks, or keeping certain things about yourself that are painful out, keeping them hidden inside and continuing the pain. So with coachable, you have that best friend that's a true best friend. In a sense, they may not be truly a friend, but in a sense they are the true best friend that everybody needs. The best friend that tells you the truth as opposed to the facts. The best friend that edifies you by giving you constructive criticism as opposed to judgment, or um, just opinions, or just based on what they see in the world and how they see the world view. So a coachable person is not going to have those kind of biases that you'll get with some friends of yours. And a true best friend is someone that's with you no matter what. They love you before you get famous or don't get famous. They love you when you're famous, and they love you when you're sleeping and dribbling on your pillow at night or snoring. They love you when you crash their car that they just bought, that they loaned to you and said, make sure you're careful, I just bought this car. I'm just adding some humor to this. But coachable is a great gift as well, because you're gifting yourself. And a lot of times we have been the ones who are the people pleasers. We out doing and giving our gifts to others, but we don't take care of ourselves. So that self-care comes in, that authenticity comes in. The coach is going to be authentic and brings out your authenticity. If you have a good coach, they know how to bring and peel you. Take off your banana peel and let us see the banana. Peel off the coconut with the ugly brown hairy stuff and crack the coconut open and see the beautiful pure white meat inside. So that's what a good coach is able to do. And it benefits you from within, and it benefits others, and in turn it benefits the earth. So it's a way that God sees things, because he sees us from our inside out. So it's also a biblical view. It's not a worldly view. The worldly view is all about outside and what others think, and superficial surface stuff. And this coachable aspects allows you to be authentic and to also acknowledge yourself as valuable. That you don't need to go out and chase or people please or get in debt and broke pleasing other people. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not yourself when you're out in the professional world, and then yourself when you're at home. You don't have to be 3 or 4 different personalities or different genders or whatever that is. You're whole, and coachable brings a wholeness to your life as well, because it not only balances out some things that you're struggling with, but it gives you clarity on who you truly are, what your true identity is. And once you have that, then you can, in your self cares in check, then you're truly distinguishing yourself, even though it's a process. And the great thing about the process is it gets a little painful at times, and we can start with an infant. When an infant is first, exploring and beginning to crawl, they may crawl around on the floor, and then they may bump their head because they may be looking at something, and they may look up and bump their head on a table leg, or bump their head on something hard, and it'll make them cry, but they'll want to do it again. And then when they start toddling, they're walking wobbly, their legs aren't quite ready. Some of them are on tippy toes. My kids used to walk on tippy toes, and my son used to run before he learned to walk. So, sometimes the coaching can be a little painful. It can be a little bit like pruning, a plant. When you got your roses and everything, you can still prune off some of the old leaves or the ones the bugs are eating. And as you prune that, you'll see that same place you prune, it comes back more beautiful. And so these are all the aspects that coaching does for us. It's a refining, it's a positive action, and it truly does allow you to be a giver, a true giver, and a true receiver. And as you know, when we receive and when we give and receive, and we're authentic, and we acknowledge, and we know who we are and our identity, we are full package. And we're not operating on 20% or 50% or half this and half that, and not even know who we are. And we're not worried about what people think. So love conquers all things, and that's the beauty of distinctions. When you are coming from love, and when you're getting your coaching and looking at that relationship from love, not as a punishment or something's wrong or you have some mental issues or you're ADHD. And I love it about Bradley. He calls himself bipolar Bradley, and he's proud to say that. He's accepted it and he wears it. He's authentic. So Bradley, I'm just giving you a kudos on that, because that is all part of coachable and what coachable does. Alrighty, that's all I had to do for you today. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.